Hello and welcome to another video from the Innovative AI channel. In this video, just like the previous one, we're going to use several new AI tools and get exciting results by integrating them together. The main tools we're using in this video are ChatGPT and Midjourney, which we fully introduced and used in our last video on creating a Harry Potter video. But in this video, we're going to introduce a new tool that, when added to the Midjourney bot, allows us to perform face swaps. We'll go into more detail about it later on in the video. The steps we're going to take in this video are as follows. First, as usual, we'll get the relevant prompts for Midjourney from ChatGPT. Then we'll go into the Midjourney bot and generate the images we want using those prompts. Finally, we'll perform a series of face swaps on the images and styles with a number of celebrities. At the end of the video, we'll decide which style suits which celebrity the best. And if we were to assign roles to celebrities who we would choose for each role, let's go ahead and see what's in store for us next. As you can see, I'm currently on my ChatGPT page, and the prompt I gave it to generate Midjourney prompts is a part of Midjourney's documentation. This explains how the input prompts for Midjourney are processed, which aspects are considered, and I've asked it to generate 10 prompts for me based on the documentation I provided. These will include 5 different styles for women and 5 different styles for men. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the results. As you can see, it has suggested various and diverse styles for us and generated complete prompts. I won't go into detail about the styles here, as I think it'll be more interesting for us to see the results in Midjourney. So let's skip this part for now and move on to the next steps. I took one of the prompts that was generated for women and fed it into Midjourney. The style is actually bohemian, and as you can see, the results turned out to be quite interesting in my opinion. I selected one of them to perform a face swap on, and the outcome is what you're seeing now. You can probably guess that the face swap is with Taylor Swift. Now, to see how this is done, we need to look into what this face swap tool is and how we can use it. Alright, I'm currently on the GitHub page for Deep Insight, where swapping is one of its products, and as you can see, there's a link here. This link is actually an invitation for the bot to join our Discord server. Once you click on it, the bot will be added to our server and just needs to be approved. I'll also put the link in the description below. Here, they've provided some examples of the bot's results showing how it works. As you can see, there are examples like oldify or various style changes applied to the face you request. They've also explained some of the updates here, and there's another example where the face has been altered, which in my opinion has produced acceptable results all around. Now let's go ahead and use it ourselves to see how it works for us. After you click on the invitation link and enter your server, the bot Insight Face Swap will be added to your server and will appear alongside the Midjourney bot. Now, whichever one you click on, there will be a set of commands that each perform a specific task for you. For example, in Insight Face Swap, you'll see there's an option for Delete All and another for Delete ID, which are for removing IDs that you've previously saved. There's also Save ID for saving a new image or ID, and Set ID to choose from among the saved IDs which one you want to currently use for applying the face swap. Let's go ahead and see how it further works. First, we hit Save ID and choose an ID name for it, and then we upload the image we want to use. For example, I'm going to send a picture of Jennifer Lawrence with the ID name Jennifer, and after a few seconds, it gets saved and notifies us that it has been created. Now, when we hit List, we can see the IDs we've saved, which for us are Taylor and Jennifer. Since Jennifer was the last ID we saved, it is currently set as our current ID name. However, if we want to switch back to Taylor, all we have to do is use Set ID and set the ID name to Taylor, and it easily changes. As you saw, it saved over Taylor, and now we can save as many IDs as we want. We can also set it to any ID we want to apply changes to. Now let's go ahead and generate one of the other prompts that we got from ChatGPT. We'll use the Imagine command from the Midjourney bot to do this. Let's see how it turns out. This prompt had actually asked for an image of a woman in a royal setting with a focus on the types of accessories and a lush environment, among other things. As we can see, the results are pretty much in line with what was described. I'm going to choose the first image because I think the face is clearer for performing a face swap and the results will likely be better. Let's go ahead and see how it turns out. This is the stage where the face swap actually comes into play. We right-click on the image, hold over the Apps option, and by selecting in Swapper, the face swap process begins. When we hit face swap, it essentially replaces the face in the image with the last saved or set ID. In our case, the last ID we added was Beyoncé's face, and as you can see, it's been face swapped onto the image, and the result is quite interesting. In the same manner, we set it to whichever ID we want, then go back to the image we took, right-click on it, select the image, hit in Swapper, and the face swap process begins. We can see that the face has been swapped with Jennifer Lawrence. All the images and prompts are generated in the same way. Now I'm going to quickly produce these without further explanation so we can see how they turn out. In the end, we'll do a comparison together. For example, another prompt that you see generated here is actually an image of a woman in the future wearing high-tech clothes, and the image has a sci-fi format, which you now see has been rendered this way. Again, we'll perform face swaps on all these generated images. Right now I've saved 4 IDs, which include Margot Robbie, Jennifer Lawrence, Beyoncé, and Taylor Swift. I'm going to perform face swaps on all 4 of these IDs using 4 out of the 5 prompts that ChatGPT gave me. I actually chose 4 because one of them didn't quite give me the style I was looking for. So I performed face swaps on the 4 that seemed better. Now we're done with the changes on the women's styles. We'll do the same for the prompts that were intended for men and see what happens. We'll generate the images related to men one by one using the prompts that GPT gave us. Again, out of the 5 prompts we received, the first one wasn't very suitable. All of them were wearing sunglasses and the faces weren't very clear. For that reason, I'll disregard that one and use the next 4 that seem more appropriate for face swapping. The celebrities we use for the face swaps are Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Jim Carrey, and The Weeknd. We'll repeat each of the steps, perform the face swaps, and then put the results side by side to see which ones are more suitable for each style. You can see how well each one fits on the face, and the face swap results are really quite acceptable. Now for each of these styles, I'll choose an actor or a celebrity who best fits that role and show it to you. These are my choices. You can see that I've selected Leonardo DiCaprio for the classic role, Johnny Depp for a warrior, The Weeknd for someone from the future, and Jim Carrey for an individual in a modern minimal world. And you can see the final images for the women in the same way. Again, I've chosen a celebrity for each role who I think best fits it. And in the end, we'll have something like this. What do you think? If it were you, would you choose the same? In this video, we saw how we can create entertainment for ourselves by combining tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Insight FaceSwap, which recently can be added to Midjourney. It also has applications, one of which we showed you in this video for selecting the right actor for a role we're casting. I hope you use these tools and enjoy them. I'll put the links to all the tools I used in the description for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next videos.